What is up, old school RuneScape fans? It's your buddy Ojama back with another video, and we're hit the next one on the list, the bounty list here, the content. It's kind of what I've been doing, and that is the last one we did was this one here. Second, AFK Money Making Guide 2024, and now next up is the Beginner's Guide. But I'm, I feel like my content's for free-to-play players, so I'm gonna pretty much talk to free-to-play players who are coming upon this content. This is going to be a kind of a beginner guide for you, and it's going to be kind of like a talking head video because it's what I do. And essentially, I wrote a little guide here. And the first thing you want to do is a tutorial for beginners, a beginner guide, is to finish Tutorial Island. So make an account. Finish Tutorial Island, get to the Grand Exchange. Let me just read my list. Get 100k, get 1 mil, complete all the free-to-play quests, get high alchemy, get each skill to about 50 or 60 to gain an understanding of the game, and then seriously think about becoming a member, okay? So then, let's just, the list, okay? So that's just how we're going to do that. So you should be able to finish Tutorial Island, hopefully, whatever. To get 100k, I made a guide about how to do that. It's if you are a brand new player or whatever, do this first. And essentially what you're going to do, let me just break this down. So that's the list, okay? So now this is going to just, you got most of the value from the video. I'm just going to kind of break down how we're going to, make money, okay? So one of the first things you could do, this is just one of my accounts. One of the things you could do is take all your junk that you get when you first start and then sell it off to the GE. Okay, this is just like a simplified version of my whatever. Oh, right. So one of the things I missed too is that you should get trade restrictions off. So you need 100 total level, 10 quest points, and 20 hours played in game. I also made a guide on how to do that. But essentially, the best way to do that is to do like Cook's Assistant, Ernest the Chicken, do any of these quests like Romeo and Juliet, Ernest the Chicken, Cook's Assistant should get you 10 quest points. And these are like, you don't need any items for Romeo and Juliet. You don't need any items for Ernest the Chicken. And you can get the items for Cook's Assistant very easily. There's a bunch of different very easy ways for you to get 10 quest points that are super, super, super simple. I also have multiple guides on the channel. You can just go check out real quick. I made one semi-recently, how to build a free-to-play trader that will break down and show you from start to finish on how to get all of the requirements. And essentially, it's just 10 quest points, 100 total level from doing the quests that I have laid out, and then the 20 levels or the 20 hours. The 20 hours you're going to get are going to be from splashing. An activity called splashing is where you shoot a magic spell at a rat or a spider or a chicken, and never deal damage to it so that you can stay logged in for 20 hours or 6 hours at a time, re-log in, continue to splash, etc. Or there's multiple ways to do it. That's just one of them. So yeah. So after you get that done, now you can trade. You can sell all your junk here. So let's just do that real quick while I'm talking. And with this junk, we're going to try to get just like a couple hundred coins. We only need a couple hundred coins here. So you don't need to really do too much here. And this is going to be like the start of your first 100k. And again, I just want to I've done this in multiple other videos, but since, the algorithm promotes new videos more, I'm just going to kind of show you here. And I'm going to kind of just spitball stuff for a beginner guide until we hit around the 20-minute mark or something along the lines of that, or whatever you just don't want to watch anymore. Whatever, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to hit my daily goal of making content. Daily content goal. So if you are a brand new RuneScape player, free to play especially, I would like you to think about subscribing to my channel so that I can create, because my daily content is going to be like something of value for free to play players, because that's who I'm trying to help out. So yeah, there's that. So now we got like our 500 coins, which is a little bit more than I expected. We're going to go down here to Varrock. These stores here is what we're going to kind of look at. So I've done this in another video or whatever. One of my most popular videos, if you're brand new, to do this first. And we're going to do this first. But you're going to want to go to all these little stores here in the Varrock Square. Whoops, clicked over that. I didn't mean to. You're going to go over here. And you're going to look at all these stores. So you got the staff shop, the clothes shop, the general store, plate body shop. And don't worry about that one. The archery shop and the beer bar here, the sword shop, maybe even. I'm just going to kind of break down each store and show you how we're going to turn this 500 into a little bit more cash here. The reason why I'm telling you to get more cash too is that with the cash, then it allows you to play the rest of the game more effectively. So like if you get 100, you get your first mill, you'll be able to trade, like flip and stuff. You'll be able to buy quest gear. You'll be able to buy quest items to do the quest. You'll be able to buy training gear to do like your melee grind. You know what I mean? Like you can get your iron set, your steel set, your mythical set, your adamant set, your rune set, your first trim, whatever, all that other stuff. Getting your first mill is just a good first milestone to have for all new players. So anyway, yeah. So we're going to look at this one. It's 15 coins. As you can see here, this is 200 and that one's 1500. We don't want to buy these. Sometimes you could sell the magic staff for a little bit more, but this one is just we're looking for low GP investments to start off. So as you can see here, we're going to test one. You can hit the examine button on it, and it'll tell you the GE average if you're playing on RuneLite. Oh, and I'm covering that up, sorry. Let me shrink myself. Move to a, whoopsies. Come up here, maybe that's a better spot. So as you can see here, we have a staff we bought for 15, and the GE average is showing 76, but it sounds like you want to jump all in on it and then you want to buy a bunch of it, but the first step here is pretty important. We want to test all the items, so we're going to go around all the stores. We're going to run up in here. Oh, also, too, going to the Gnome Stronghold will be a good place to get a good 10K to also would make this a little bit better. But you don't need to, but it is good to try that out. So then we're just going to price check everything here. Everything that's like 2 GP or less, just kind of buy that. Gloves, boots, and leather. A lot of people are making that in mass quantity, so those are not good for resale. They do not sell very well. So the red cape 2 is 2 coins. Silk as well. Don't buy that. That doesn't sell very well. And from what I understand, I don't think the priest gowns do very well, but I'm just going to buy them just in case. We might be able to sell them for like a little bit more. Who knows? From what I understand, a lot of these are going to be hit and miss. So as you can see here, it's only 12 GP, so we're only doubling our cash. As you can see here from like the staff, we get 15, but you can sell for 76, so it's going to sell back for many multiples higher. Anyway, so the general store is going to be where you're going to get a lot of your best picks from. Sometimes people will sell stuff here, like, I don't know if you saw in my bank, I had some uncut sapphires. I got them from here for like 20 each, and they sell on the G for like over 100 each, so it's a really good return on investment. So if you look at these items, you can test some of these, but I'm going to tell you my main picks just off the bat, and that would be shears. They are 1 coin, but chisels, tinderbox, hammers. As you can see, they're all 1 coin here. And I just want to show you real quickly. Let's just, if you open up this bag too, you can put them in and it'll just show you what they're selling for. So yeah, as you can see here, 88, 75, 85, 61. You might not get that, but it's pretty good. 1 GP, 88 GP return. That's 8,800 or an 88x. You know what I'm saying? Pretty decent return. Good way to get yourself going. But then also too, just for instance and for contrast, if we buy a pot for 1 GP, it is only going to be like 7 or something. Or 9, you know what I mean? Like, it's not nothing. If you want to fill up your inventory fast, you want to do that, buy those, whatever. It's just not going to be as good, in my opinion. So yeah, so now we got my picks there. You can get the K10 and the bowls do okay too, but just kind of buy one of everything, just so you can kind of see for yourself too. And then we're gonna go here to the trader or the range store here. You look at the bronze arrows here, the 2 GP. They sell for about that on the on the GE. So maybe these aren't the best to buy right now. 3, so you can make 1 GP profit on all of them. Which ain't nothing, like I'm saying. But you have to be careful with these arrows, too, because as you buy them down, they get more expensive. What we want to look at, too, is the bow. This crossbow here is 70 GP, and this one's kind of a wild card, but I did bring this up in another video. It does have, like right now, it is selling for 1,200. Now, don't be fooled. You got to be careful with some of these items, because maybe I can pull up the resource for you guys to look at. And if you're brand new here, if you've watched any of my videos here, you know what I'm going to show you. And it is the prices, RuneScape, whatever. And you can go in here and you can look up crossbow. Crossbow here. It is showing here a different number here. As you can see, crossbow is selling for 361 and selling for 479. But we have a very low volume. See how this is red? That means it's a very low volume. So that means you can't just buy 10,000 crossbows and expect to make the price. You know what I'm saying? And it's showing, you know, sometimes it sells for 4,000, but the prices are all over the place. But as you can see here, we were getting 361, 479, and that is more than the 70 we're putting in. So that's a pretty good profit margin if we can get the sales. But that's why we're doing a thing called the test buy here, which is what I'm showing you here. We got this item. We're just going to do a test buy. Now the last spot I want to stop is the bar. And this is one is just I'm confident you'll be able to make a good profit return on. Right, so we come down here to the bar. There's gonna be a bartender. There's bars all over RuneScape. You talk to the bartender. You go through these chat options here. I'd like a glass to your final sale, please. 1, no problemo. There'll be 2 coins. 2 coin investment. We should be able to get our beer. Price check it. 105. It's sitting at right now. Just kind of show you. It just takes a little bit. You can't get them as fast. That's the only constraint with the beer. But it is a good profit margin. So now another item I want to show you guys. This is a huge wild card. I think it's the Black Dagger. 240 coins. Now if we head back to our resource here. Oh wait, no. What is it, Black Sword? I don't know which one it is. Yeah, sometimes some of these black items will sell for like 10k. So like just buying one. This one's high risk, so I kind of just don't really recommend it. But sometimes just buy like a random black item. Can I even buy that? 624? No, not really. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I shouldn't even showed you that. But sometimes black items will go for a lot of money, so you can buy one and then leave it in overnight for like 10k or 5k. And if somebody really, for some reason, somebody really needs one random black sword or dagger or something like that, and then they'll buy it overnight or something like that. So no, but it's not consistent. Maybe I shouldn't have even talked about that. It was just kind of a little fun thing to show. So we're going to head back to the GE, and we're going to price check all the things we just bought. And if you remember, we had 501 coins. We spent about 133, 135, something like that. I don't remember. And we're going to just go to the Grand Exchange again. And we're just going to sell our junk. And there's other ways to make money. There's like whatever, and I'll get there. This is kind of a beginner guide. I just wanted to kind of show you how to make the money. The other stuff, like there's plenty of quest guides and stuff like that. I just wanted to kind of show you the money making aspect, just because this is a simple way, and I wanted to make this video a little bit more meaningful. But as you can see here, the white apron, we were promised 85, or we're really not going to get that. A way to price check is to just put an item at 1 and then put it in there. It'll give you the next highest, or it'll give you the best offer that is available. But sometimes you'll get like nothing. So 8 GP, that means we don't want to buy a white aprons because it's not really a good return on investment. And you know, you just kind of do this with all the items. And then see if you're going to see like that one's not selling very good. Pink skirt, off the list, you know what I'm saying? Or just off the list. See if we'll get this one for 50. You know what I mean? And we don't like pink skirts, so I'm just gonna, whatever. We'll chuck it back in for one to see if anybody's even buying it. As you can see, just selling a few items, we've already profited over our 500. And again, let's see, 1 GP. We don't want that. So then we'll check the cape out. Not a lot of return on these pre-scowns, like I was saying before. That's 100. That'd be cool. Nope. They're very volatile with some of these items, but the ones that seem to do the best, I think, are the tools. Like those items I showed you from the general store. They seem to do okay. Like it's a 1 GP investment too, so that if they don't sell for what you're hoping to get, you're not really losing a lot of money. Like the crossbow, you're putting a 70 GP investment in, and we might only get like 70 back or 1 GP back. We just need to get rid of it. But these tools are 1 GP, and they seem to, like, actively traded price 93. We may not get that. See, it's 90, so the margin's going down a little bit, but still, you know what I mean? You get a bunch of items like this that you like, and just kind of do it. Like you can just sit there and buy beer the entire time, and this one's going to give you a pretty good return. These usually always sell for what they're showing for, and the prices don't really move around that lot. But anyway, yeah, let's just see what this is going for. That'd be cool if we get that 1,000. Nope, see how nobody's buying it right now? So it's kind of like a wild card item. You can't really rely on it because of the volume. We're going to put it in there for 1,000. We're going to see if we're just going to wait for that one just because I don't want to, I got time and I don't really care. Yeah, that's 3. So kind of the tools. See how we kind of doubled our money with that? So now that we know kind of what we're going for, and like I said, it's probably like tools and stuff like that. So you take your 10K. Oh, my bad. Take your 10K, take whatever from the stronghold of security, and go back to the stores you want to go to, and just get to buying. You know what I'm saying? Do this for your first 10K, 20K, 100K, whatever you want to do. It's a little bit boring, but this is gonna jumpstart your money making. If you just jumpstart it, you can go see they just randomly sold. Sorry. People randomly sell stuff here. Sometimes you can get lucky and get some items that are cheap that sell for a lot more on the current exchange. Oh, sorry. So you want to buy everything here. All the hammers, the chisel, whatever. Even the cake tins. Cake tins I know do pretty good. This does pretty good sometimes. I just know what doesn't usually do too well is jugs, pots, buckets. Okay? So now that we got this stuff, if you, so you empty the store, what do we do next? Go to the world switcher and just hop to the next available world. You can sort by free or not free, and then just go to the next world, fill up your inventory with stuff. And maybe there's other stores throughout RuneScape. I'm just showing you a simple beginner strategy to get your whatever money. It may take a little bit to hop worlds, but then you just talk to the trader again, or the store owner. Let's see here. 35 coins, that's bad. Maybe the shrimp. No, I think the shrimp is not going to sell for a lot more. Let's just check the price real quickly just to see. I think since this is cooked, it's not going to sell for a lot. Yeah, 1 GP, you get 24. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not what we're looking for. So we're going to go back. We're going to get the shears. We're going to get the chisels and the hammers and stuff. And now, as you can see, we spent, what did we spend? I think we were at 1100. Now we're at 1086. Let's just give it a price check on the inventory. Now we got 1851 just from the items, roughly. So we can expect about 1,000 GP at least. So you do that, and then before you go back to the GE, don't just go to the bank, run back to the store, do this a few times, just keep rinsing and repeating, whatever, etc., etc. You can do it with the staffs because the staffs seem to turn pretty good profit as well. But again, it's a little bit closer, so maybe you can fill up on the staffs or whatever, and save yourself a little time from the walk time or whatever. But yeah, let's do this over and over again until you get your first whatever. Get your cash going, and then looking back at my list. So you do that to 100K, then from the 100K, we're going to go back here. We're going to go to OSRS, Money Making Guide Free to Play, Money Making Guide Free to Play, and either watch videos. People do some pretty good videos on them. And again, that's funny that I'm doing a video, but like, for instance, coming here to the wiki is going to be a lot faster for you to find stuff that's pretty good. And as you do, you can just set for hourly profit, and then just look here, making dies, 291K an hour. Looks like it's a lot of... risk, maybe 7,000, not too bad. Looks like yeah, this one looks like a decent one. Making dies, whatever. You know, you just pick your method, read the instructions, do that. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, you do make dies for 4 hours, now you got a bill. Okay, collecting ruby rings, collecting steel plate bodies, making pie shells. You just want to pick. You just want to look for options that don't require any whatever. And this is don't require any skills. And this is the one that I always recommend to people to do because it's pretty good. But you just have a 500 buy limit, so it's kind of tough. So you want to buy shells ahead of time, like maybe overnight, maybe for a few days or whatever you're doing. So like while you're training or whatever, you can just bank up on pie shells, or you can try to buy them from other players or something like that. This one's pretty good, pretty AFK, pretty decent. But there's a lot of other money makers here that you could do, like stringing amulets for 204K an hour. You never know. This is the resource that you're going to want to use because it's got a lot of information for you to use. And then with that being said, then you want to complete all your free-to-play quests so you can get an understanding of the game, start unlocking stuff, get your character progressed a little bit. So, like, if you have Rune Light, how are you going to do the quests? If you have Rune Light, if you there's a quest helper plugin. So I think if you go to configuration and you go to the plugin hub and you type in quest helper, you can add this to your plugin. You'll add it, and then you'll go to quest helper, and then whatever. Now that it's activated, we don't need this open anymore. Then you can right-click one and then go Start Quest Helper, Dork's Quest. If you see here right by my face, it'll show you what you need and where you need to go. And if you pop open this globe here, it'll show you a map marker to where to start the quest. As you can see, it's right here. There's the quest marker showing where Dork's Quest starts. Plus, it's also showing a blue arrow on the mini-map over here on the right. It'll show you where to go, and then you can just do that for all the free-to-play quests. And then what you're really going for is Dragon Slayer, so you can unlock the Champions Guild. And then at this point, you're like kind of an established player. You know, I mean, you got some free quests going, you got some quest points going, you got some perks unlocked, you got rune crafting unlocked, stuff like that. So then the next thing I'd want to do is somewhere along the line of getting the free-to-play quest, I would go for one of my first goals as an account I'd be building, especially free-to-play, would be to get 55 magic. And like this account here is at 51, and I would get 55 magic so that I can start casting High Elk. So if you go back to the Moneymaker, the highest hourly profit is High Elking. it dances between that and smithing rune items, which smithing rune items is pretty good money too, but it requires 99 smithing, which is a really long time. It's 13 million experience. It'll take you a very long time to get that, but high alchemy, kind of like you can get in, I think it takes 17,000 Earth Strike casts, if I remember correctly from my last video. 17,000 Earth Strike casts if you splash on a rat, and it's 1,200 casts an hour. So then that'll take you about 15 hours. We'll say 15 hours just because you might be a little bit inefficient or whatever. 15 hours of splashing, which is like one of the most AFK activities you can do in the game, and should take you like no effort. You can be watching movies and just click your mouse, click your client, whatever. There's plugins to activate idle timers and stuff like that, so it'll let you know when you stop splashing. You can go back, click the rat, and just splash, get to 55 magic, so you can unlock the best free-to-play moneymaker in the game. And that is a goal for all free-to-play accounts. All beginners should have that, because like buying gold or buying items like this and depositing them or whatever is an okay moneymaker, right? But it's not 500k an hour. It's probably something like 50k an hour. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I've done a video on it before. It might be like 50. We'll just be super generous and say 80k an hour, depending on how lucky you get with prices, etc. If you're, I don't know, whatever. It's at least 30k. We'll say 30 to 80k an hour. It is that is a drop in the bucket compared to high alchemy. For instance, even if it's 80k and high alchemy is 480k an hour, you would still need, it is, you know, for every 1 hour of high alchemy will be 6 hours of this. Okay, so you know what I mean? Like, that should intuitively blow your mind. So then, with that being said, then you'll be able to have a decent moneymaker that you'll be able to generate a decent amount of money on free-to-play, which will then finance the rest of your objectives, which is getting your first mill, getting all the free-to-play quests done. And then another thing on my list is to do each skill 50 to 60 to get an understanding of the game. So what I mean by that is like all these skills here, you know, you got attack, defense, strength, ranged, prayer, magic, rune crafting. Some of these are member skills, so you can't do them, but yeah, hit points, crafting, mining, smithing, fishing, cooking, fire making, wood cutting, and that's a member skill too. If you get all these to about like 50 or 60, you'll be like in a spot where you kind of fundamentally understand the game. Okay, and I'm not going to like break down every skill. This isn't a skill guide. This is kind of a beginner's guide. This is the first step of your RuneScape journey, is to do this list I've laid out for you. Maybe I can put it up on the screen here. I'll just move the Discord over so you'll have it. Finish tutorial highlight, get 100k, get 1 mil, complete the free-to-play quest, get high alchemy, just do each skill of 50 to 60 to gain an understanding of the game, and then seriously think about becoming a member. That's it. Also, too, I'm going to leave a link in the description below about this Discord, because we are a multi-scaping free-to-play group. There's about, like, how many of us are there now? 63 of us now, and it's pretty active. Everybody's kind of chatting all the time. You got questions, stuff like that, like whatever, if you're a beginner. I was kind of making this like the trading. I mean, like, there's other videos where I do like fresh start and stuff like that, but whatever. The more the merrier. If you're a brand new RuneScape player and you want some, like, live coaching, you want to talk to me, I'm usually in here all the time, or you know what I mean. I don't really got a life, so I'm pretty active in this clan chat, or there's Discord chat, whatever. Come on in, and I hope that like all this made sense to you. And if you kind of do this, you'll have kind of like the RuneScape starter package figured out, and then you'll really know if you want to become a member or not. And if you're not, you don't want to become a member, you don't really want to play RuneScape, you'll know after this list is done. You know what I'm saying? But if you do like RuneScape, this is a great start. Great starting list to do. Once you have Dragon Slayer completed, you got high alchemy unlocked, you got like 1 mil cash stack, you got base 50s, or even, you know, somewhere along the line there, then you can really determine if you want to start becoming a member, and then you'll know for sure if you like doing the activities on that list, you should become a member and just be a member. And then there's a multitude of other resources out there for you to then now watch and become a better RuneScape player. Plus also too, like, a lot of the players in the Discord aren't members. I'm a member, stuff like that. There's a lot of content and stuff like that. I just don't want to make this too overwhelming, too overwhelming. But yeah, just do that list. Should be good to go. Have a nice day. Subscribe. Peace out. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Like the video. Be my friend. See you later.